Hi, I'm Dr. Carlos McCormick, and this is Collaborative Conversations with Carlos, a podcast where we discuss various aspects of Wake Technical Community College and the community college movement. If you want to find out more about the magnificent work Wake Tech is engaged in, and also learn about the many facets of the community college movement, keep listening as we will have a diverse collection of guests from students to community college presidents. Let's get started. This is part 2 of the conversation with VP Anthony Caison about workforce continuing education at Wake Technical Community College. Throughout our conversation thus far, I've heard you talk about free and affordable. How does tuition work with workforce continuing education? And are there grants or scholarships in workforce continuing education available to students?
So tuition is we've got some set rates for tuition. It depends on what the program is, but some programs, um, may have additional costs outside of the tuition, just depending on what program it is. So our basic rates for registration fees is that if a course is let's say 24 hours or less, there's a base fee, and these fees are set by the state of 70 dollars for a class that is 24 hours or less. If that class is between 25 and 50 hours, that class is $125. If that class is over 50 hours of instruction, that base registration fee is going to be $180, which is very affordable. Rates are set by the state. But once again, some programs would be strictly on that scale. But if you're in another program, for example, cosmetology comes with a lot of additional material and supplies that's going to increase the amount of that course. Same with barbering, same with a nurse aid course. Some courses have supplies and material that students have to buy in addition to the base registration fee. So there's not a hard and fast rate. It all depends on what the discipline is that you're going to be taking. But in terms of financial aid or scholarship, so we have a program division called Career Pathways and Student Resources. And this program, they have a strategy which is designed to help develop a student's academic and technical and employability skills. So we offer services in this program and resources to assist students in overcoming challenges that may impede their successful completion of a course, or challenges for credential attainment and transition back into the workforce. This program is designed to serve any student who's registered or interested in registering for a course that is linked to an industry issued or industry recognized credential. And we help students choose a career path. We provide intensive course to credential coaching and support, including assessments, referrals, and employer engagement. So we also offer job market skills training and practice, employer engagement, as I mentioned, and we give individualized support services, referrals to people addressing challenges, but we also offer scholarships for qualifying participants. So if you are taking a program and that course or program leads to an industry recognized or third party credential, then that's one of the first requirements to get that financial assistance, because unfortunately we have limited dollars. So we want to put them to the best use possible. So we want to put those dollars towards individuals who are going to get some type of credential that's going to be the fastest way to them getting employed. So we have a scoring system. If you're interested in that, you can go to our website. I'll give that information later about applying for a scholarship and becoming a participant in our Career Pathways and Student Resources program. And regardless if you qualify for a scholarship or not, we still provide these services to you. So those services are still there that we will provide to you with our career coaches. And if you meet the qualifications, then there are scholarship monies available. Now, what we typically do in awarding scholarships We typically don't award the full amount for a course. We award a percentage of that. And, we want to keep the student engaged and let them know that we want you to have some skin in the game of working towards your third party credentials. So, but to answer your question, the scholarship monies are there, and the career pathways and the student resources department is the way to go to seek those resources.
You talked about credentials and certification. What type of collaborations does Wake Tech and Workforce Continuing Education have with the curriculum programs? Say if I got a certification, or is any of that able to transfer at any time if I decide I want to take some of the curriculum courses?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we do work with um, our degree side, and we collaborate with them to expand our programs that are recognized for degree credit. We see this as a great opportunity for students to take classes and have them articulate over for degree credit in the event that they choose to pursue their degree in that field. We currently have opportunities for these in some of our healthcare courses, biotechnology, criminal justice, and information technology. We think it's a great opportunity for students for a couple of reasons. One, sometimes a student may have not been in an academic environment in a while, and they may have some hesitancy about coming back to school. Well, let's say, for example, they want to get into information technology, but I want to ease my way back into it. We have courses identified that if you successfully pass those programs and get your certification, that is recognized on our degree side for credit. And let's say you take that class and you say to yourself, "Oh man, Carlos, I did great. I did great in this cybersecurity program. Didn't think I would. I'm back into the flow now. Maybe I should pursue my degree." Well, this will help you get a head start on getting that degree because those courses would articulate over if they are the appropriate courses, and say, I'm just using information technology for an example. So that can give you a head start to actually getting your associate's degree. So we think it's a good avenue. It will shorten your time to getting that degree because those are classes you don't have to retake if they've been recognized by our degree side, and get you closer to that associate's degree. And for our non-degree programs, they tend to be more affordable than our degree classes, even though they are very affordable as well. But it's a good avenue for you to get that degree. So that's one of our strongest collaborative operations, if you will, between us and our curriculum programs.
Thank you, and that kind of leads me to my next question, and you've alluded to it earlier. We are in a health pandemic, and we're actually doing this podcast remotely now. How has this current pandemic impacted workforce continuing education? And maybe specifically, if you want to talk about, are there online programming these days as it relates to workforce continuing education?
Yeah, so yes, so we do have online programming. We offered some online programming, pre-pandemic, but as a result of that, many of our classes are now being offered in an online format. And I think if you went to our website, you'd see that. And we're also currently expanding our offerings and working to make the online learning experience more satisfying for our students. So what we were doing it before, I think many people have been forced to refine their online learning program uh, because it's going to be part of what we do going forward. I don't think there's any doubting that fact. So, like I said, we're going to make that online learning experience more satisfying, not only for our students but for our instructors, because this is going to be new for a lot of people. It is new for a lot of people, so we need to ensure that our instructors are comfortable, make sure our students are comfortable, so that that whole experience is more robust to get the best learning environment. And um, yes, another part to that in terms of online, but that's so yes. we do offer online programming, and it is growing. To answer your question.
All right. Such an expansive program, workforce continuing education at Wake Technical Community College, and you've been at the helm for a number of years now. Do you have any success stories that you like to share?
Well, yeah, actually, good timing for that question because let's see, we're in 2020. So back in 2016, we applied for a Department of Labor grant, and it was a tech hire grant, and we focused on the area of cybersecurity for this tech hire grant. And at the time, it was well, the grant was the total of 3.9 million, and we were awarded that grant. And at the time of the college, it was the largest grant ever received at the college. So we were proud of that. And the purpose of this program was to get individuals trained in the area of cybersecurity so that they could get employment in that field upon successful completion. Because as I said earlier, the need in information technology is huge and it continues to grow. So we were attempting to at least put a dent in that need by having this grant program and having students come through successfully. So and I say it was a success story because we had, with all grants, you have goals and objectives you have to achieve. So our primary goals that we had as part of this program where we had to serve a total of 350 individuals in this program, which means, we gave them some type of service, to help them on their journey to get employed. We actually surpassed that goal, and we actually served over 500 students over the course of 4 years, and this was a 4-year grant. And the reason I said it was a timely question is because we were awarded the grant in 2016, and the grant just ended June 30th of 2020. So we served over 500 students, 519, I believe, to be exact. And we had another goal that we had to have 336 students to actually enroll in training, and over the course of that time period. We surpassed that goal, and we actually had 375 students who enrolled in training. We had another goal of individuals who actually completed training. So two separate goals there, Carlos, but you say, well, why are those two separate goals? Well, first of all, we do recognize that everyone who enrolls in training does not necessarily complete. And the area of cybersecurity is not necessarily an easy area to pursue. So it can be challenging. You have to be dedicated to successfully complete. So we had a completed training goal that we would have 269 of those original 350 students to complete. Well, we exceeded that goal as well, and we actually had 301 students who actually completed training. Another goal that we had was we wanted so many students to actually obtain a credential. So you can complete training, but you complete the training, but after that, you actually have to get your credential. So getting that cybersecurity program completed, there are several credentials along the way. You got your A+ certification, Security Plus certification, ultimately getting your CompTIA certification or Cisco certification. So how many students were we going to say to actually obtain the credential? Because as you obtain a credential, that is also in essence an off-ramp for students. So if a student gets that first credential of an A+ credential, then they theoretically can off-ramp out of the program and say, well, I have my A+ credential. I can go be a help desk specialist somewhere because now I have that A+ credential. They have the opportunities to come back and jump back on the ramp and get another credential. So it all depends on what a student or where a student is in their journey and what they're trying to do. But those students who completed a credential, we wanted to have a goal of 148 actually getting that credential. we surpassed that goal, and we had over 200, about 208 students who obtained a credential. And then our ultimate goal, which is the creme de la, if you will, of how effective is this program really, is who actually entered employment as a result of this program. So we targeted 235 students to actually get employment. Now, this is the only metric that we did not surpass, and we just came shy of hitting that 235 employment goal. But I can tell you now the reason we did not meet that goal, we actually had 229 students out of that 235 goal that entered employment. But we do feel very strongly that we would have surpassed that had it not been for the pandemic that affected all of us in March. So we effectively got hit for the month of March, April, May, and June, which ended out the grant period. But with all of that, it's undoubtedly a very successful program, one of our greatest success stories. There were multiple tech hire programs across the country, and our tech hire program has been repeatedly uh, acknowledged by the Department of Labor, who provided the funds for this grant, has been repeatedly acknowledged as one of the best programs in the country because of the metrics that we were able to achieve. So we are very, very proud of that tech hire program.
And you should be. And we were discussing this before the recording, and I actually got an opportunity to chat with one of the students that was in the Tech Hire program. Now works for Wake Tech in help desk, and this young lady did a phenomenal job working with me, helping me with two issues: one with my laptop computer and one with my work desktop computer. And she said a lot of that experience came from the tech hire. So you and your team should be well commended and be really grateful and thankful for this program.
Yeah, that's right. We did talk about that before we went live, and
Yeah.
I actually, that same student helped me out a couple of weeks ago with the issue of, in my opinion, a pretty significant issue that I was having. I had several emails that were going to my spam folder, and for the life of me, I could not figure out why. I'd go in and I'd see emails I'd missed from 2, 3, 4 weeks ago that I didn't realize were on my spam folder. So it made me start checking my spam folder every day because I realized I was missing emails. So I made a call to our help desk. Now, I did not know I was speaking to a former Tech Hire student, but I was singing her praises because of the great job that she did to help me out. I wish I had known. I'm definitely going to have to give her a call back, but I wish I had known because that is a testament to, I think, the effectiveness of that program because she did an outstanding job with me. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, and we'll give Malaysia a shout out because she's a star already, but I know she has a
Malaysia. Yeah.
So, as we wrap things up, are there any final thoughts or takeaways that you would like the Wake Tech community to know about, the Wake Tech faculty and staff here at the college to know about? What are some final thoughts that you would like for individuals to know about workforce continuing education?
Well, look, we're about a part of the community, about a part of workforce development. Which is why several years ago we changed our name to Workforce Continuing Education. It just used to be continuing education, but we want to place the emphasis on what our true goal and mission is, that we want to provide training and education so that individuals can enter into the workforce or go back into the workforce and be successful in their chosen career path. So just for everyone out there, always keep us in mind. We have programs that we offer on a regular basis, but we're always looking for new opportunities for those programs that make sense for the community and our citizens. And please keep us in mind. We have a fantastic staff of individuals who are dedicated and care very much for our students and seeing them successful. So just want to let you know that some people are not aware of the full breadth of what we do, but always keep us in mind because not only do we serve that route, but we can also assist individuals making that transition to non-degree to degree programs as well. So keep that in mind. We're an ecosystem of opportunities here at Wake Tech, and just want everyone to know that workforce continuing education is a large part of that ecosystem.
Thank you. And I understand why some people say workforce continuing education at the various community colleges is the heartbeat and what makes the college move from time to time. But you've done a wonderful job of articulating the expansive programs. If I want to find out more, individuals want to in the community want to find out more, where should they go? To the website? You have social media? Talk to us.
Yeah, so individuals can go to workforce.waketech.edu. You can also go to waketech.edu, but the workforce.waketech.edu will take you right to our page for more information on all of our programs. We have a digital course digest that you can open up and get a view at all of the programs that we offer and get course prescriptions on what we're offering. And we're also on Twitter. That's at Wake Tech WCE, at Wake Tech WCE. And our social media plays a huge role in getting information out about our programs and events, and our marketing department, communications and marketing. They rely heavily on social media for getting out this information and promoting our programs. So highly suggest that you go to our website or our hashtag and hey, go ahead and check us out on Twitter or our webpage.
VP Caison, thank you again for joining us. And for our listeners, thank you for tuning in and being a part of this collaborative conversation with VP Caison, Workforce Continuing Education at Wake Technical Community College. And be on the lookout for the next Collaborative Conversations with Carlos episode. Thanks for listening to Collaborative Conversations with Carlos. If you like the show and you want to know more, be sure to visit us at waketech.edu. See you next time.